a lot of the men that I work with really struggle as it relates to feeling worthy of communicating their emotional wants and needs. And what happens is when we struggle to feel worthy to communicate our wants and needs, we bury those needs down inside. And as with anything in life, whatever we bury inside is eventually going to come out. The thing is that it's probably not going to come out in such a healthy way if we've suppressed it down inside for a while. And so a lot of times men will come to me as a counselor and feel like I'm their only healthy outlet, or their only outlet where they cannot be judged. And they let out to me these thoughts, feelings, emotions, their wants, their needs, and they feel so unfulfilled and they feel so empty inside. And when I ask them if they've communicated these wants and needs to their wife or to their, to their spouse or to their partner, they often say no, and they have a myriad of different excuses or different reasons why, they haven't communicated it. And I think what the truth of the matter is, because I also work with women and in my work with couples, what I often find is that those needs get suppressed by the man for so long. Then when they ultimately come up in an angry or aggressive type of tone. They're not going to get met when they come up in that way. They're definitely not going to get met, right? They're probably not going to come out how we want them to come out. They're probably also going to come out with some sense of attack back towards the other person. And what happens in that situation? Well, the need doesn't get met. We felt like we said it and expressed it, although it wasn't in a healthy way. And then what happens? Well, it goes unmet. And so we say, see, I told my wife what I needed and she didn't provide it to me. And what happens? Well, that just leads to more frustration, and it leads to more not expressing the emotional want and need. And this is a pattern that I see men and women, but particularly with the men, where it's this cycle of I've got the want and need, I bury it inside, I socially isolate myself if I'm burying it inside long enough, and then eventually one day it comes out. And so what I want to do, or what I hope to do in Big Boys Do Cry, is explain to you and teach you that yes, you can express your emotional wants and needs. And as a matter of fact, your wife or your partner, your spouse would love that. They're looking for that. They're hoping for that. So you don't have to hold it back inside. Holding it inside is tough. But let's talk about some different ways that you can do that. I always like to have these conversations when things are going really well. And the reason why is because when things are going well, our guards are down less. We're more apt to be willing to both, give and receive feedback. People don't often like to do that because they think, oh boy, things are going really good right now. I don't want to mess it up and express, my wants or needs, right? Why can't this be enough? But that's not the case. It's actually the best time to bring it up. So when things are going good, say to your spouse, say to your wife, right? Hey, I love you so much. So great to be with you, to be sharing this beautiful moment with you. And I just want to let you know that when you do this, fill in the blank, right? When you do this for me, boy, that really lights me up. And it would mean the world to me if you could continue to do that or do that more. Guys, you will be blown away when you say it and express it in that level tone, with some of that positivity, with that love, with that acknowledgement. That's what it is that they're looking for. Because you're validating them, I love you. You're recognizing them, I love when you do this for me. And then you're expressing that emotional want and need of wanting to do it more. And so I really want to invite you to participate in those type of communications with your significant other, because it's a game changer. And you're going to start to feel so much better inside, because now you're not suppressing your emotional wants and needs. You're not holding everything inside. So not only do you feel lighter, You're also giving your partner an opportunity to meet your emotional wants and needs, because nobody's a mind reader. Nobody knows what the other person wants, no matter how long we've been with the person, right? We're all unique human beings. And so when we can get really, really concise about what it is that makes us feel good, what our love language is, what it is that we want, and we can be crystal clear about that and let our partner know, whew, now we're setting them up to be able to do that and to meet our needs.